Well, we know the president doesn't like to read, but I think perhaps his acting chief of staff did. There was something called the Maginot Line. The French built between World War I and World War II an impenetrable defense against the German invasion. Unfortunately, the Germans went around it. Now, here we are in the 21st century. The president wants $5.7 billion to build a wall along part of the Mexican border. Now, his own acting chief of staff, when he was a member of Congress and perhaps speaking more freely, said, you go under, you go around, you go through. What they need is more manpower and more technology. That's Mick Mulvaney. Well, saying something different now, I guess because he wants to keep his job. But the point is, he had an honest opinion then, and that's the way it'll work. Now, here's a few things. You can go over walls or fences. Oh, by the way, we just had a demonstration today that the steel slats the president now wants can be cut with a handsaw. Tunnels, drugs come through that way, and people are smuggled in that way. Oh, they're using quadcopters. You can buy those. They're pretty cheap. And then some more primitive devices over here. But actually, the flood of drugs coming into the United States comes in right here. Legal border crossings. Couple of problems with that right now. First off, the people who are manning the border crossings aren't getting paid. Secondly, they don't have enough technology or the capability of inspecting more than 10% of the vehicles that come through. So for the cartels, hey, what the heck, we just lost a semi. What do they care? Pocket change, a couple of $100,000, $1 million, whatever, we don't care. They just try all the time, and we don't have the defenses we need. We could invest there, but no, the president wants the wall. Now, there's a way that drugs are coming into this country. Last year, the Coast Guard intercepted $5.6 billion. Sound familiar? $5.6 billion, almost as much as the president wants for the wall, dollars worth of illegal drugs being shipped via the ocean into the United States. And the commandant of the Coast Guard testified 2 years ago, they are only intercepting 20% of the known shipments because their medium endurance cutters are half a century old. They don't have enough helicopters. They don't have enough air support. They don't have enough fast pursuit boats. But no, we're going to invest in a stupid, static wall. They can go around it in the oceans. They can go around it in the desert. They can go under it. They can go over it. And the people who are really doing the job, like the Coast Guard, guess what? They're not getting paid either. The first line of defense, Customs Border Patrol, not being paid. The Coast Guard, not being paid. There's a very long list of federal employees who are critical to national security who are not being paid today and don't have the tools they need. But the president wants to invest in a stupid static wall because he promised one, and oh, by the way, Mexico is going to pay for it, which, of course, they aren't. Yesterday, the Coast Guard tip sheet from the Coast Guard support group, the Trump administration, had helpful tips for coasties. You could hold a garage sale. You could perhaps dog walk. You could register as a mystery shopper. They actually posted this for people who are the first line of defense of the United States of America, instead of saying, put them back to work and pay them. Pay them for defending America. Now, the president says he can relate to this. He understands, yeah. When he was in business, he stiffed a whole lot of people, and he's stiffing 800,000 federal employees right now. Back to